Well, hello random YouTube people. Do you notice that you have some light seeping through the cracks of your door? You may just have a broken door latch. Now don't worry, you're not going to have to get your house entirely rekeyed. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace just the internal mechanism, so you don't have to replace all of your door locks and all of your deadbolts. You can just replace this internal mechanism. It's really quite easy. Let me show you just how easy it is. Stay tuned. Subscribe. So you can see that this door is shut, but you can see light coming through the cracks. There's a problem. You might think it's the weather stripping, but double check this part of the door. You may just have a broken door latch here. There's supposed to be a little pin that pops out right there that has been broken off, and that's allowing the door to not close all the way. That's the purpose of that little pin plunger thing, is to allow the door to push up against the weather stripping so it's nice and tight. But when it's broken off, it can't. So let's show you how to disassemble the doorknob so you can take out that internal mechanism and replace it. Hello, puppy. Of course, if your door also has a deadbolt, more than likely you should be able to push it in and lock it, and that will close the gap. But we want to be able to have the gap closed even when the door is unlocked, so we don't let in air, let out warm air, or let out cold air, whatever the case is, or let in bugs. Now, not all doorknobs are created equal, but more than likely the only tool you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver. On this doorknob, there are 2 Phillips head screws, and you just need to take your screwdriver on an angle and undo those 2 screws, and that's all. So here's the first screw, and the second screw. After you've undone both of the screws, you can see you'll just be able to pull the door handle right on off. Now, just a word of advice, you're probably going to want to open the door before you take this handle all the way off. Otherwise, you're going to have to spin this little square internal mechanism to be able to twist the door handle enough to open the door. Like this. There you go. So yeah, just leave the door on, or even do this while the door is open. I was just trying to get a good camera angle. And with the door open, at this point, you can just pull the other side of the doorknob right on out. It's going to pull out of that internal mechanism, and this part of the door is how the internal mechanism is twisted when you do open the door. So that's the side with the lock on it, and let's just put this aside. And the next thing we need to do is just take off these other 2 Phillips head screws to release this internal mechanism from the door. So just pick a screw. I'm going to go with the top one first, and then the bottom. Then with all the screws released, you can just pull out that internal mechanism door latch piece. See, now wasn't that easy? Now we're just going to reverse the process with the new door latch piece. Let's go check it out. Now that was a top quality screen transition right there, wasn't it? So here's the old door latch, and here is the new one. I just got this off of Amazon. I will post a link to this in the video description. So first and foremost, inside the box is the new door latch piece. And here's a side-by-side comparison of the two. You can see they are the same length. They don't quite look exactly the same, but that's okay. It's still going to work just fine. And here you can see the new one has that missing plunger piece that the other one does not have. So all in all, they look very similar. They're not quite exactly the same, but they have the 3 holes that I need. As a test, I'm going to take the outside doorknob assembly and insert it into the door latch just to make sure that everything's working good on this new assembly. So you can see it fits great. The 3 holes line up, and as I turn the doorknob, everything works correctly. Now that we know everything is working correctly, let's go assemble it. The first thing I'm going to do is just take off this adhesive that's covering the latch plate. Now, time for reassembly. Another awesome transition. Back over to the door, I wanted to point this part out first. On the door frame, there is an old strike plate for the doorknob assembly. When you put in the new door latch, it has to go in a certain way. The side with the plunger needs to be facing in. If I flip it around, you can see that it's just going to slip. So make sure that the plunger side is facing into the door so it locks properly and it doesn't just slip like this. So the side with the plunger faces the inside, not the outside. Now with the door latch and the understanding of which orientation it needs to be in, I'm going to go ahead and put the door latch inside the hole with the plunger side facing the inside of the door, not the outside. And let's go ahead and get those screws in. Top screw and the bottom screw. Now take the outside doorknob, the one with the keyhole in it, and go ahead and run it through the newly installed door latch. Line up the holes. You've got this nice little long piece that goes right through the center. Then just line up the 2 screw holes on the left and right. Looks great. Now for the inside doorknob. This should only drop on one way. Of course, the screw holes are horizontal in this case. But you can see as I just do a little light test fit, the doorknob works just fine. At this point, you could do a nice quick test of the door lock to make sure that it's locking correctly. In my case, you can see horizontal means open, vertical means locked. Now that I've verified that everything is working correctly, the last thing to do is just to put on those 2 screws. This can be a little difficult to line up, especially for me when I'm trying to get it on video. You'll notice that when you're pushing the screw in, you might be pushing the outside doorknob away. So make sure you hold the outside doorknob in place when you tighten your screw, and you should be all good. From a different angle, you'll be able to see that the screw is going from the inside and through the door latch into the outside doorknob. Tightening down that left screw. And before I tighten it down too far, I want to make sure that the right screw is lined up and threaded correctly. There we go. Now just finalizing the tightening of the screws. And that's all. Spinning the doorknob is releasing and contracting the door latch just fine. Now with that new door latch piece with the new plunger, the door should seal and close the gap correctly. With the door shut, you can see that the door latch is opening and closing correctly with the latch in place, and you can no longer see any light coming through the crack. Replacing the door latch on this doorknob assembly has corrected the issue. There is no more light coming through the gap. Everything looks great. The door is sealing correctly. No more lost warm or cool air. No random noises when it's windy. This is one simple and cheap repair. And like I said at the beginning of the video, wasn't that just so easy to do? I also had the same exact issue with the door that goes from the inside of the house to the garage. You can see when I close the door from inside the garage, there's a huge gap with light seeping through the crack.
Just going to replace this one by following the exact same steps as before. Undo the screws on each side. Pull off the inside side of the doorknob. Open the door and take off the outside portion of the doorknob. Take off the door latch screws. Remove the old door latch. Put in the brand new door latch, making sure that the plunger is facing the inside of the door. Replace the 2 door latch screws. Add back on the outside doorknob assembly. Make sure the keyhole slit is facing down. Lining it up with the door latch holes. Add back on the inside doorknob and line up and tighten the remaining screws. And that is all. Doorknob has been fixed and is functional with no more gaps. Isn't that right?
And if this video has helped you out, help me out. Remember to like this video, share it with your friends, comment, and most importantly of all,
subscribe.
Subscribe.